stateroom 76N. Give me a good table in the dining room, reserve me a seat at the ship's review, and place a $2 bet on the ship's pool. And find me a young fella named Billy Crocker.
Billy Crocker?
Yes, has anybody seen him? He's got my passport.
Can you step this way, please, Mr. Whitney? We'd like to take your picture.
Okay, but make it snappy. Elisha J. Whitney and the richest baker on Wall Street. No thanks to that bumbling assistant of mine, Billy Crocker.
Billy Crocker?
Yes, has anybody found Crocker yet? He's got my passport.
No, sir, they're looking.
Okay, we're through with you, Mr. Whitney. Thanks, Charlie.
Hey, look, it's so hard. Get her.
This way, please, Miss Hartford.
Gentlemen, my daughter's debutante days are over. She's about to be married, you know.
Married? Come on.
Yes, it's true. I'm marrying Lord Oakley. We're sailing to England to be married, and I'm very, very happy.
Sir, what's your first name?
Evelyn.
Oh, sir, not her first name. Your first name.
I repeat, it is Evelyn.
Get a good photo shot of the bride and groom to be.
Is this where you want me to stand?
Look, you can't marry both of you. Which one's the bride?
This is Mrs. Harcourt.
Just call me Mother.
Radio, mother.
I'd like to get a good shot of the happy couple.
Okay, Miss Harcourt, look happy. Here goes. Say cheese.
Cheese?
Hey, Edith, how about a smooch?
Why, it's Evelyn. Now, what is a smooch that you're referring to?
Well, that's a kiss, Your Highness.
No. Oh, how marvelous. You know I'm making a connection of the expressions that you Yanks use. A smooch is a kiss. Oh, and I say, darling, how about a smooch?
Announcing the arrival of Miss Reno Sweeney and her 4 angels.
Reno Sweeney? Did you say Reno Sweeney, the well-known evangelist or nightclub singer?
Yeah, and those 4 beautiful dolls to back her up. The 4 angels. So, are they sailing? Well, they ain't planning to swim. Miss Sweeney, how about the post before they're both married?
I don't care what they're for, sweetie, just as long as you get my good side.
Right over here, girls.
First, the old personality. Let's give him the tea. The Hallelujah Angels. Hallelujah!
What's that for?
I still do a bit of evangelizing in my spare time. A lot of sinners in a nightclub.
All right, sister, but we don't want wings, we want legs.
That's all right. Sugar will compromise. Okay, girls, give them a leg and a wing.
Hi,
Billy Crocker, what are you doing here?
Taking care of my boss's passport. He's going to London. I had to do about 1,000 things.
Well, I'm going to London too, and all you have to do for me is buy me a drink.
Crocker! Where in the devil have you been for 2 weeks?
Why, boss, in Washington, taking care of your passport. Hey, boss, you know who's sailing with me?
Who?
Reno Sweeney.
Reno Sweeney.
Reno Sweeney.
I told her all about you. She's dying to meet you. Oh, Reno, I'd like you to meet my boss, Mr. Elisha J. Whitney.
Hello, sinner.
Sinner, who I'd like to be.
Great sense of humor. Meet the angels.
I'm Purity. I'm Chastity. I'm Charity. I'm Virtue. Be easy, kind.
How do you do?
Say hello, girls.
Hello, Elisha.
The cocktail bar opens as soon as the ship sails. I'd like to meet you for a drink.
Say bon voyage, girls.
Bon voyage.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Elisha J. Whitney. If I'm not in the chapel, I'll be in the bar.
Boss, what a trip you're going to have. The most beautiful women in the world, and you right in the middle of them. Now, am I the greatest general manager, or am I not?
You're not. You're fired.
Again?
Yes, and consider those 2 weeks in Washington a vacation and a severance. You're fired in the sense of being finished, washed up, kaput, done.
What was that all about?
That was me being fired.
Great, then you're coming to London with me.
Well, that's the best offer I've had since I've been unemployed.
How long will it take you to pack?
Well, there is my other shirt. I have no idea how I'll manage, though. I have no money, no ticket, no clothes, and no cabin.
Well, I can lend you a nightgown. This will be great. You can sing, you can dance. Billy, you're my new master of ceremony.
Thanks, Reno, but I don't think so.
Why not? You'd be marvelous.
You could find at least a dozen guys as good or better than me. You're the one with all the talent. You're beautiful, you're smart, definitely sexy.
True, true. Tell me more.
I'm running out of words that can do you justice. At words poetic, I'm so pathetic that I always have found it best, instead of getting them off my chest, to let them rest unexpressed. I hate parading my serenading, as I'll probably miss a bar. So if this ditty is not so pretty, at least it will tell you how great you are. You're the top, you're the Colosseum, you're the top, you're the Louvre Museum, you're a melody from a symphony by Strauss, you're a belt and bonnet, a Shakespeare sonnet, you're Mickey Mouse, you're the Nile, you're the Tower of Pisa, you're the smile on the Mona Lisa. I'm a wreck, a total wreck, a flop, but baby, I'm the bottom, you're the top.
Your words poetic are not pathetic. On the other hand, boy, you shine, and I can feel after every line a thrilling vine down my spine. Some critical meanie like Toscanini might think that your song is bad, and I've got a notion I'd second the motion, but this is what I'm going to add. You're the top, you're a silver dollar, you're the top, you're an arrow color, you're the dimple straddle, the feet of Fred Astaire, you're an audience drama,
You're Whistler's mama,
you're Kevin Bear, you're the pearl, that's diamond ketchup, milk pearl, and tomato ketchup. I'm a toy balloon that's faded soon to pop, but if baby I'm the bottom, you're the top.
you're the top, you're a Caesar salad,
You're the top, you're a Berlin ballad, you're the boy I'd wife for the perfect type of man.
you're a touch master, you're Lady Astor, you're Chippendale, you're the rogue, you're Inferno Dante,
You're the nose, I'm the great Durante.
I'm just in the way, as the French would say, Detroit. But if baby I'm the bottom, but if baby I'm the bottom, but if baby I'm the bottom, you're the top.
So, are you going to join the act?
No, Reno, business before pleasure. I have to make sure Mr. Whitney has everything ready to clinch a big deal in England.
But I thought you were just fired.
That doesn't mean a thing. He hires me and fires me about every 8 minutes. He's forgotten he's fired me already. Any second now, he'll come in here saying, Billy, where the devil is my passport? And where the devil are those papers?
Billy, where in the devil is my passport? Where in the devil are those papers?
Boss, I'm taking care of everything. Don't worry about a thing. You just make sure you go and have a good time.
Oh, what would I do without you? You're hired again.
Reno, I want you to make sure Mr. Whitney has a good time.
That's a tall order, Billy, but me and the angels can handle anything. Come, let us lead you aside to still waters.
Hope?
Billy? Are you sailing on this ship?
No. Don't tell me you are.
Yes, I am.
Where have you been the last 3 months? I've been going crazy trying to find you ever since that one wonderful night.
Julie, I have something I need to tell you.
Hoppy dear.
Oh, it's time to set sail. The shippy poo's about to chug us over the briny blue.
Lovely old thing.
The shippy poo?
This is Sir Evelyn Oakley, my fiancé.
Your fiancé?
Yes.
Well, then I'm sailing too.
Oh, well, like to come to the wedding, old chap.
More than you know, Esther.
That's Evelyn.
Evangeline Harcourt.
Elisha Whitney, Eli, you've been changed in years.
Me? Look at you. But then you always did know how to fill a girdle.
Eli, really? You might have more respect for my late husband.
Ah, yes. If it's any consolation, I was just coming out of the stock exchange when he took off from that window ledge. I must say, he jumped like a true Yaleman.
Thank you for that, Eli.
Come on, everyone. Last call for passport checks. Excuse me, but there are some FBI men waiting for me at the gangplank.
FBI?
What's happening, Captain?
Now, I don't wish to alarm you, but we have reason to believe there are a couple of gangsters trying to get out of the country on this ship. And we understand one of them is dressed like a preacher.
A preacher? Hey, I think I saw that guy down at the gangplank. I'll show you.
Let's take out these men and arrest them.
The coast is clear.
Oh, wait, England yet?
That was a close call.
Did we ditch them?
Yeah, looks like they're all after Snake Eyes now. Hooray, Snake Eyes! Fine chick, Mooney. Using your partner as a decoy so you can get away. He'll never draw more now with those cops after him.
What should I have done? Better to get one of us than all three. Besides, Snake Eyes is probably going to be number one. He can take care of himself.
I suppose the cops have nabbed him by now.
Should have never let you talk to me this minister's outfit.
Oh, stop complaining. You got on board all right, didn't ya?
Yeah, but I know I'll get in trouble in this get-up. Besides, I don't know how to act like a minister. I don't see why I couldn't have been a cowboy or a forest ranger.
You look cute in the pictures, Mooney. I hardly even recognized you myself. Just keep a cool head and make a clean getaway. Now let's go keep a lookout for Snake Eyes. Snake Eyes!
Doctor, may I present myself? I'm Bishop Henry T. Dobson.
Hiya, Bish.
What takes you to London? Will you be attending the conference?
The conference? No, I think I'll go to bed early tonight.
I mean the Westminster Conference.
Oh, the Westminster Conference. Well, I'm not really the Westminster. I'm more from the East.
What's your field, Doctor?
I'm kind of sort of a missionary.
A missionary? Where?
Oh, way out in China.
China?
Way out in China.
Why, I served in China for years.
Well, I wasn't exactly in China. I was more in
Oh, I see. You were in Indochina.
That's it. I was in indoor China and you were in outdoor China.
Well, I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about later. Go see saw hi bing ah.
I don't know, but I think it's downstairs. Pardon me, my son, but you look distressed. Can I, being of the cloth, offer you some consolation or advice?
Thanks, Reverend, but I'm afraid my trouble isn't spiritual. It's financial. You see, my girl's sailing on the ship tonight, and if I'm not on board, she's gonna marry someone else.
Well, my son, I just happen to have here first class ticket and passport belonging to my dear friend who could not make this trip. I would be delighted if you could use them.
Are you serious? Gee, thanks, Reverend. How can I ever repay you?
Trust me, I'll find a way, I'm sure.
Seize that man, that's Moon-Faced Martha Crook.
Wait a minute! Hold it! Captain, you're making a big mistake. This is no gangster.
Oh yeah, it looks pretty much like Moon-Faced Martin in a preacher suit to me.
Officer, this is a mistake. This is a man of the cloth, a kind and principled soul. He's no crook.
Okay, Reverend, prove it.
Oh yeah, Reverend. Prove it. Just quote him a Bible verse or something.
Bible place. Sure.
Ain't no helping.
Whether black, white, yellow, or red. He liked them all, that's what he said.
Thanks, Maureen.
I'm a real minister.
Tell it to the FBI. Now what have to say for yourself?
Bon voyage.
By the seashore, sailing across the sea. You need Monteria. You need Panavia. In English or in French, bon voyage. Bon voyage. Isn't it lovely? Oh, look at the moonlight in the ocean. Isn't it beautiful?
A bit overdone, I should say.
Oh, and the moon, just look at it.
Oh, well, I never shared the general enthusiasm for the moon.
Evelyn, here we are on the deck of the ship in the moonlight. Now, doesn't that mean anything to you?
Oh, I'm afraid that until I get my sea legs back home, I just can't rise to it. All the Oakleys are bad sailors. The waves tossing us back.
Hello! I hope I'm intruding.
Oh, well, not at all. We were just about to call it a night.
Boy, I'd call it a night. As far as I can see, there's only one thing wrong with it.
Oh, yes, well, as I was just saying, it's a bit of a roll, and I don't enjoy being tossed about.
Oh, we'll be all right. Once we get past the Narrows.
That's the roughest place on the coast. And, how soon do we get there?
Oh, you'll know it when we do. Oh, feel that roll. Oh, it's starting.
Oh, I think I should go down and prepare myself. Oh, for death, Hope, and you. Oh,
It's starting again.
Now, is that fair?
Fair? I find you standing in the moonlight with him. I didn't shoot him. I didn't push him overboard. I think I was more than fair.
Look, Billy, you gotta stop this. We met one single night at a party. We danced, we talked, we took a quick spin around the park.
A quick spin? You call 12 hours in the back of a taxi a quick spin?
9 hours.
Well, you fell asleep, remember?
I remember I spent 3 hours trying to explain the whole thing to Mother, and you weren't much help either.
I was very nice to your mother.
Nice, telling her you were George Bernard Shaw.
Well, I wanted her to know you were in safe hands.
Look, Billy, she wasn't amused. You'd better stay out of her way on this trip. She hasn't forgotten nor forgiven you for that one night.
It appears as if you've forgotten. What's this nonsense about a fiancé?
It isn't nonsense, Billy. Sir Evelyn and I have been engaged for a long time. Well, except 9 hours one night.
Oh, really?
Well, 12.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it's you and me again.
Oh, it's getting late, Billy. I better call it night.
No, not yet. Please, just 5 more minutes. Just a quick spin around the deck.
Oh, I remember what happened the last time we took a quick spin.
The night is young, the sky is clear, and if you'd like to go walking, dear, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. I understand the reasons why you're sentimental, 'cause so am I. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's lovely. You can tell at a glance what a swell night this is for romance. You can hear dear Mother Nature murmuring low. Let yourself go, so please be sweet, my chickadee. And when I kiss you, just say to me, it's delightful, it's delicious, it's delectable, it's delirious, it's dilemma, it's the limit, it's the lust, it's the lovely.
I feel a sudden urge to sing the kind of ditty that invokes the spring. So control your desire to curse while I crucify that verse. This verse I've started seems to me the tin antithesis of melody.
So to spare you all that pain, just skip the darn thing and sing the refrain.
Me, 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 re, 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 do, so, mi, do, la, si. Time marches on, and soon is plain. You won my heart, and I've lost my brain. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's the lovely. Let it seem so sweet that we decide it's in the bag to get unified. It's delightful, it's delicious, it's the lovely.
See the crowd at the church, see the proud parson out on his perch, hear the sweet beat of the organ stealing our tune. There goes the groove.
How they cheer and how they smile as we go galloping down the aisle.
It's divine, dear.
It's the reindeer,
It's the wunderbar.
it's the victory, it's the valor, it's the venom, it's the boast, it's the lovely. We settle down and fly, saw the rhythm of merry life. It's delightful,
It's delicious. It's the lovely.
it's delightful, it's delicious, it's
Operator, give me room 1616, please, Miss Evangeline Harcourt. Evangeline, it's me, Eli. Eli Whitney. Hey, listen, I just had a swell idea. I'm all alone down here, and you're all alone up there. Well, at least I hope. Well, who cares what time it is? When I think of you, time stands still. Why, your face alone could stop a clock, my turtle dove. Hello? Hello? Must be on her way.
Listen to that joke. Sounds like a lovesick cat.
How do I look, Moni?
Great. Where are you going?
The boiler room. A certain sailor's gonna show me the finer points of stoking.
You ain't going anywhere. With your big mouth, you can let us both in Sing Sing. Sit down. We're gonna play cards.
But I don't want to play cards. Oh, got any force?
Go fish.
Who is it?
It's me, Billy. Hold on. I'm saying my prayers. Praise, 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 praise. Amen. Come in, my son. Pull up a pew.
Thanks. I gotta lay low for a while. I don't think the purser believes that I'm Murray Hill Flowers.
You look distressed. Can I help you in some way?
I don't think a minister can help me, Doc. You see, that girl I told you about is really going to marry another guy on board this ship.
I could kill the other guy. But, well, can we just like bump him off a little?
No, no rough stuff, Doc. I've got to make sure that I...
Well, what if you swipe his glasses?
Yeah, I can swipe his glasses.
He's as blind as a bat without him. I don't know what church you belong to, Doc, but you're one heck of a Christian. Just a moment, my pet. The game's afoot. Entre vous, mon petit cabage. My dear, you look ravishing.
Thought I needed to shave myself.
What the hell? Padre, what are you doing here?
Just taking a trick of the collection.
Well, I thought you did that in the chapel.
Well, that's funny. I seem to be wearing somebody else's hat. Can you read the initials in here?
Well, where the hell are my glasses?
I knew you had a new barge in here.
When I barge, this is my stateroom.
It is? Well, then what am I doing in here? I've never been so insulted in my life. Why don't you put on your other pair?
I don't have another pair.
Good, that's just what I wanted to know. Well, I got his glasses. We find as long as the captain doesn't show up.
Who is it?
The captain.
Yes! Come in.
Sorry to disturb you, Doctor, but is a Mr. Murray Hill Flowers occupy this cabin?
Not often. Is anything wrong?
We've just had a radiogram from Washington. The man believed to be Murray Hill Flowers is actually Snake Eyes Johnson, public enemy number 1.
Public enemy number one?
Saint Anita.
Does she love or just gives a shout?
Just practicing.
Oh, this is just great. I'm hiding out from my boss, and now the captain thinks I'm Snake Eyes Johnson, public enemy number 1. Doc, stop me if I'm out of line here, but I don't think you're really a minister.
Kid, I'm gonna level with you. I'm not a real minister. I'm Moonface Martin, the famous gangster.
Yeah, public enemy number 13. Help, police.
Oh, you're not gonna turn me in, are you?
Doc, relax, we're pals.
Well, then where are you going?
I can't just hang around in here. I've got a wedding to bust up.
Well, you can't go out there with the captain thinking you're Snake Eyes.
What I need is a disguise.
Yeah, like a gorilla suit. Or a forest ranger.
Or a sailor suit. How about it, Bonnie? Can you get me a sailor suit?
Well, sure, I can give you a sailor suit, but he's still sleeping. the parties never stop. All the debonair immortals do a dance called the Heaven High. It's that big celestial center. It's the only dance they do. So before you try to enter, you better start doing it too. Spread your wings and start them flapping. Lift your feet and start them tapping. Start right now and do the heaven hop. Hop the heaven hop. Wag your ankles to that meter. Let your shoulders gently teeter. If you want to please take Peter, bring up the heaven hop. When the angels play low on their hearts of gold, kneel and pray low. Then get up and shake your halo. Let that rhythm filter through you till you holler hallelujah. Start right now and do the heaven hop, hop, heaven hop. Heaven, I'm gonna take you to heaven. I'm gonna show you that heaven where all the angels hop, hop, to heaven hop. All the heaven's happy going on where the parties never stop. All the dance and dancing moves to the dance called the heaven hop. So spread your wings and start them flapping. Lift your feet and start them tapping. Start right now and do the heaven hop, hop, the heaven hop. Wag your ankles to that beat. Let your shoulders gently teeter. If you want, please take Peter. Take up the heaven hop. When the angels play low on their hearts of gold, kneel and pray low. Then get up and shake your halo. Let that rhythm filter through you till you holler hallelujah. Start right now and do the heaven hop, hop, the heaven hop. Then get up and shake your halo. Let that rhythm filter through ya till ya holler hallelujah. Start right now and do the heaven hop, hop, the heaven hop, 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 hop to the heaven hop, to the heaven hop, to the heaven hop, the heaven.
Public enemy number one. We don't want to set up a panic on the passengers. You check the board and report me on the bridge.
Aye, sir.
And remember, he's a master of the skies.
This is ridiculous. These pants must be at least 6 inches too short.
I don't think Bonnie picked the guy for the length of his pants. Hey, does
What am I gonna do?
Oh, it does look kind of funny. Oh, don't shoot! I'm coming out.
Excuse me, sir. What was that noise?
Well, that was an air raid siren. We have a drill at every crossing.
An air raid siren? Did they ever catch any stowaways?
Actually, we do.
I'll see you later.
Hope, I'm tired of this chase around the boat. Can we find the next door and get a change, please?
I don't want to sit down.
Well, I should think you'd want to rest after staying up all night on deck with Eva until 7 o'clock this morning. I told Brea that under the proper conditions you'd find it even romantic.
Oh, there you are, my lovely ladies. What jolly racing morning, isn't it?
I don't know how you young people do it after staying up all night.
Hey, you stay up all night, too? Well, shame on you.
Oh, Mother.
Now, Evelyn, you mustn't keep Hope up all night every night. It was after 7 when she got into our stateroom this morning.
I say, Brea. Excuse me, ma'am, are you Miss Evangeline D. Harcourt?
Why, yes.
Oh, no.
The captain is asking to find you. The ship has hit an iceberg.
Oh,
All the lifeboats are leaking except for one. He's saving the last 2 places for you and your daughter.
Billy, this isn't fair. Who cares? It's fair. The ship is sinking!
Do I have time to go back for my jewelry?
Yes, but hurry. And remember, not a word to anyone.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Billy.
Well, now that you mention it, I am. 12 hours after you tell me to leave you alone forever, I've got you all to myself.
Oh, well, not quite all of yourself. Good morning, Mr. Whitney.
Morning, dear. I'm looking for a sailor. You know, you remind me of somebody.
Look out!
What was that?
Biggest seagull I ever saw. Gotta go see him.
Thank God! Oh, Captain! Thank God, where do I go?
Where would you like to go?
In the lifeboat.
The lifeboat drill's tomorrow, madam.
The sailor told me.
Oh, what?
The ship is sinking!
Joke, ladies and gentlemen. She's only joking. I suggest you go have a talk with the ship's doctor in the meantime. Stay out of the bar.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Don't mention it. And what I do?
You ran out on me. I nearly got nailed by my boss. And everyone's pointing at me in this stupid outfit.
Hey, don't knock the disguise. Hell, it's practically as good as mine. No one will recognize you in that getup.
Hiya, Billy. Hey, Moonface.
That makes both of our disguises blatant.
Moonface smart, the slickest con man in 46 states. I know you anywhere.
Hiya, Reno.
Hey, he may be a con man, but he's smart. How?
Well, I knew Mooney was on the rafts, but I didn't know your face was on the post office wall.
The ship's officers are looking for me because they think I'm Snake Eyes Johnson.
Snake Eyes Johnson.
Yeah, he didn't make the ship, so Doc here gave me his ticket and passport.
Maybe I can fix you up with some camouflage.
If you really want to help, there is something else you could do for me.
Anything for you, Billy? Say it and it's done.
Reno, can you get an English accent off my hands? Stir him up, just get him out of the way.
Who's the guy?
Oh, Sir Evelyn Oakley, the fellow who thinks he's going to marry my girl.
The only way to get rid of that guy is to bump him off.
Doc, no rough stuff. Reno, all you have to do is make a plate for him.
I'll try, Billy, but no promises.
Excuse me, Doc. Have you seen a Mrs. Murray Bellflower?
As a matter of fact, I just saw him going into the mizzen mast.
We don't have a missing man.
Must have been somebody else.
You sailor, help me find someone.
Aye, aye, sir.
Who's Billy looking for?
He's looking for Billy.
Well, then Billy ought to be a big help.
What ho! Reno, sweetie! Oh, well, I say, Lord Evelyn Oakley, yeah? Might I have your autograph?
Why not?
Oh, do you know that I just spent the most smashing evening at your club? Oh, lordy, saints preserve us! You're singing Slurpee to a frenzy, and me dancing about like Bojingles.
Thank you.
Are you drunk or crazy? Good luck, Reno, sweetie! Oh, well, how nice! I say, might we all have tea in my cabin? I'm sure my fiancée, Miss Harcourt, would love to meet you.
That's very sweet, but I
She'd
can't...
love to.
Oh, well, I'll go find her and let her know. Oh, Terry, buddy. Oh, I got her autograph. Oh, I got it.
Moonface, that's the guy that's trying to make time with Billy's girl. This is going to be like consorting with the enemy.
Exactly. Here's the plan. You get to his cabin early, wearing something that slips off real easy. Then I bust in and catch him tearing off your clothes. Then we blackmail him into breaking the engagement.
Moonface, I kind of like this guy. He's different.
But you promised Billy.
You know, if you weren't a friend of Billy's, I'd defrock you.
There's a time and place for everything.
You know what?
What?
We didn't find me.
I met your English accent, Billy. I've got a date with him.
That's great. If you can get him to fall for you, Reno, then maybe he'll lose interest in hope and break the engagement. Then the Reverend here can keep the cops out of my hair until we get to England, and I'll have it made.
You can count on me.
We're together, Billy, through thick and thin.
Night and day.
Right or wrong?
If you're ever in a jam, here I am.
If you're ever in a mess, as always.
If you ever go to go through your brain, all in way.
That's friendship, just the perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgot, ours will still be hot. La la la, ding ding ding. If you ever lose your shirt, I'll be hurt.
black your eyes, put me wise.
If they ever cook your goose, tie me loose.
If they ever make cannibal stew of you, invite me to.
That's friendship, friendship, just the perfect friendship.
When other friendships I can forget,
Ours will still be it. La la la, ding ding ding.
a lot of
A lot of quack, quack, quack.
Quack quack quack. Do I look like a
Oh, it
duck?
sounded good. What am I supposed to say?
la 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 la.
Remember, man best friend is his, man best friend is his, man best friend is his friend.
I am Lord Evil and Oakley, International Man of Mystery. Come in, yes, come in.
Did you ring, sir?
Oh yes, you might bring me my tea, please, and step in it.
Sorry, sir?
I mean, sit in it. Oh, blast it! Well, just bring it right away, will you?
Yes, sir, I'll step on it.
Step on it? Why, it makes no sense at all. Oh, well. Oh, come in. I say, you Yanks are quite fast. Oh, just put it down on the bed, will you? I really wanted it before I started to dress. Well, I hope it's good and hot.
Well, nobody's complained yet.
Oh, dear me. I thought you were the man with my tea.
And what were you going to do if it was cold? Cut off his head?
You mean Excalibur? Oh, just an old family heirloom. But the Hogwarts wants me to wear it for the wedding. You know, it's odd. The old beast is as taken with things English as I am with things American.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way because this American certainly feels gaga about you.
Gaga? Well, I'm not sure I quite follow.
Does this make it any clearer?
Oh, marvelous. Let's see. To feel gaga about a person means to rub his neck.
You don't understand. I mean, you do things to me.
I do things to you.
I mean, you send me.
I send you where?
One look at you and I get hot pants.
Oh, dear me, would a bit of ice do any good?
Evie, hot pants means I'm crazy about you.
Hot pants means you're crazy about me? Well, smashing! Because I think you're the rat's pajamas, the absolute flea's knees. What I say is something funny.
Yeah, it's funny, but it's also kind of cute.
Aha! So this is what I find. You beast! You despoiler of innocent girlhood. Look at this poor child, standing there in her nakedness, her clothes torn off by your fiendish attack. There's something wrong here.
Hold on, Moonface.
No, stand back. I will not permit this British lion to twist American womanhood by the tail. Do you think your girlfriend will marry you after this? I don't think she won't find out, because I'm gonna tell her.
Oh, yeah, please do it. When you tell her, do make it a bit thicker, because she does complain that I lack fervor.
Oh, stand back, Buster. You're taking the wrong attitude. I'm a dangerous man.
Oh, you're no sweetheart, Padre, and you know it.
Oh, all right, that's it. I'm gonna show you once and for all that I'm a desperate character. Would you mind waiting a minute? I won't be long.
Oh, go on.
Listen, Evie, I'm gonna give you the lowdown even if I have to take the route myself. This was a setup.
A setup?
We were going to frame you.
You're going to frame me?
He was supposed to bust in and catch us in a clinch.
Clinch? Well, do you mean that he thought I would make love to you?
Well, that was the idea.
That is quite exciting.
Ah! So now I guess you realize how serious this is.
Moonface, are you nuts? Put that thing away!
Oh, it's all right, Padre. I know what you were trying to do. You thought that I would take advantage of Miss Sweeney here, and you would run in and come to her rescue. And I admire you for it. Yes, I admire you enormously. Oh, what's the expression? I have hot pants for you.
Stand back,
Have you found him yet?
Not yet, sir.
Apprehend that man that immediately.
Yes, sir.
Oh yes, and if you find any celebrities, apprehend them too.
Aye, sir.
Did you hear that? Gotta do something about this disguise. Sailor! I know who this belongs to. Now stay out of the kitchen or I'll put you on the menu. Aye, aye, sir. If only I had a beard or a phony mustache.
Chicky, my baby, where are you?
Now, they always find their way home.
His home is in Oyster Bay, Long Island.
Be calm, my dear. You're trembling like a fawn.
Chicky, oh baby, here I am.
Evangeline, just look at the moon. Ah, yes. This night was made for romance. Will you marry me?
I can't, sir. I'm already married.
What?
They're looking for a dog. Why don't you try her?
Thank you.
Here she comes, quick, get rid of him.
Oh, Captain, I need your help.
What is it this time, madam?
I can't find my little Chicky.
Wife might be like a little nosy.
How could you do that?
Relax. Dogs are good swimmers. Excuse me, ma'am, but we're looking for Lord Evelyn Oakley. Do you know him?
Why, yes, he's going to marry my daughter. Is something wrong?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lord Evelyn Oakley. The man you know as Lord Evelyn Oakley is in reality my brother, Edna.
Your brother, Edna.
Well, his real name's Mona, but he changed it. He's deranged.
Several months ago, he escaped from the family suite at Bedlam.
You have a family suite at Bedlam?
Well, I was taking him down to Savile Road for a new straitjacket when he gave me the slip.
Who is this man?
My brother's keeper.
Oh, dear me, this is most upsetting.
Oh, don't worry. We know how to handle him.
Been through it a million times.
You mean this has happened before?
Oh, he marries them, he murders them. He marries them, he murders them.
Hey, mothers now.
Mother!
But he seems so normal.
Aha!
She doesn't know the signs,
What signs?
The telltale signs.
What signs?
the fatal signs.
What signs?
Well, there's a certain phrase he uses.
Just before he snaps.
Have you ever heard him say,
What ho? That's it.
Edna! I mean, Evelyn.
Oh, well, I say, I've been looking for you everywhere, Mom. So, how do you like it? Dear me, she all right?
Oh, she's fine. She's just playing dead. Just sit out. Roll over. What are you going to do? Only about 5 years with time off for good behavior.
Oh my God! Mother, Billy, what have you done?
well, I can explain
I
everything.
don't want to hear it, Billy.
No, dear, his name isn't Billy. It's Evelyn, and Evelyn isn't Evelyn. He's Edna, and Edna's...
Oh, I'll show you who he is.
Oh, then run for it.
Dear me, what else can go wrong?
Oh, there now, Mom. Cheer up.
Oh, Timmy! That's my Billy!
Meow! We've been looking for you all day. Where have you been?
Walking the deck.
Well, we wanted to talk to you about the costume.
I'm not in the mood to talk business now. I have a certain Englishman on my mind.
Oh, you mean Sir Evelyn.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Thanks, I could use it. My story is much too sad to be told, but practically everything leaves me totally cold. The only exception I know is the case when I'm out on a quiet spree, fighting vainly the old ennui, and I suddenly turn to see your fabulous face. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't cake in a plane, flying so high with some guy in the skies. My idea of nothing to do, but I get a kick out of you. I get a kick out of
Come now. Let's sit here, Opie, dear.
Oh, I don't need the rug.
Come now.
You had better let him tuck you in, dear. Very chilly out here. There's been a sudden drop in the temperature. Haven't you noticed? I say, haven't you noticed?
Yes, quite.
Oh, hello there. What's your name?
Oh, well, my name's Opie.
How do you do? My name's Mrs. George Bernard Shaw.
Oh, dear me. Opie, dear, are you ill?
No, no.
Oh, you must be English.
Quite.
You see? That's how I knew you were English. You said quite instead of yes, like any normal person. I do love listening to you talk. Go on, talk some more.
Oh, well, I have...
Oh, why don't you go somewhere and talk?
Oh, Mrs. Shaw, do you mind? As you can see, my fiancée needs her rest.
Your fiancé? You don't mean to tell me you're going to marry this dear child?
Yes.
Oh, well, I must kiss the bride. I certainly must kiss the bride.
Oh, dear. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. E.J. Whitney. Mr. Whitney, this is my daughter Hope and her fiancée Emily. I mean Evelyn.
How do you do? Your mother, little Missy, is a charming woman. I can't wait to take her back to New York and show her Wall Street. She's fascinated with money, you know.
Yes, Mother has always been fascinated with money.
See, we're a perfect match.
Excuse me, madame, but you're sitting in my deck chair.
Oh, that's okay. You go sit in mine.
And that's my rug.
Sailor, what's going on here?
Captain, that sailor disguised himself as a woman and took possession of my deck chair.
We'll get him, Mrs. Harcourt, and I promise you, he'll be severely dealt with. Sailor, come back here.
Let us have a look around too, Evelyn. I'm sure I can identify the brutes.
Right here, mother. But the woman was a...
He was a man.
Dear me. Pardon, madame, your lunch.
Why, how dare you? You? What are you doing in that outfit?
When they spotted that outfit, now he's got the cops after me. I've got to find a new disguise.
Well, I think you look just fine in that disguise, Billy. Oh, thank you, Chef. I'll have a tuna sandwich on rye.
Oh, Sheffy, give me a double Manhattan on the rocks and make it snappy.
Right away, boss.
Hope, have you seen Billy?
Oh, Reverend, you've got to help him. His boss and the police are after him, and if they catch him, he'll get fired and arrested, and I don't even know why he hasn't done anything.
No, kid. He'll be just fine. He hasn't done anything wrong.
Come on, Tony, we better find Billy before they kill him. What?
Oh, I've solved the mystery. This whole thing is nothing more than a case of mistaken identity. That sailor is none other than George Bernard Shaw, your former boyfriend. Captain, this man is an imposter. I know who you are. You're George Bernard Shaw.
Roger, I thought so. You're fired.
This may be George Crocker to you, but he's a crook to the federal government. That's Snake Eyes Johnson, public enemy number one.
Snake Eyes Johnson!
Don't move or I'll shoot.
Disarm that man and take him to the brig. He's obviously an accomplice of Snake Eyes Johnson.
Snake Eyes Johnson!
I always wanted to meet a real criminal. How exciting!
It's all commotion.
I'll explain it, Captain. It's all very simple. Only an hour ago, your ship was on the most boring cruise ever to cross the Atlantic. But now, because of the efforts and reputation of this one man, the entire trip is a fantastic success. Why, just look at everyone, Captain. Have you ever seen such excitement? Go on, everyone. Tell the Captain how you feel about Snake Eyes. Captain, this man, Snake Eyes Johnson, may be a desperate criminal on land, but on this ship, he's a hero. Let me be the first to thank you, Snake Eyes Johnson, for putting your own selfish desires behind for the needs of your fellow shipmates. You are truly one in a million.
By golly, Miss Sweeney, you're right. As long as Snake Eyes Johnson's on board my ship, he shall be treated with the respect he deserves. 3 cheers for Snake Eyes Johnson. Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray! You know, he's not the only gangster on this ship.
What do you mean, Doctor?
Well, I'm Moonface Martin. I'm a public enemy too.
Public enemy number 2?
Yeah.
Me?
Shut up, Bonnie.
What about the Reverend here? What should we do with him?
What? A public figure and moral leader accused of improper behavior and caught in a compromising position?
Yeah.
Why, send him to Washington, of course. Times have changed, and we've often rewound the clock since the Puritans got a shock when they landed on Plymouth Rock. If today any shock they should try to stand, instead of landing on Plymouth Rock, would land on them. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking. Now heaven knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use 4-letter words, writing prose. Anything goes. The world has gone bad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today, and moon's skies today, the women brides today, just silly gigolos. And though I'm not a great romancer, I know that I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes. When Grandmama, whose age is 80, in nightclubs getting made, we gigolo. Anything goes. When mothers pack and leave poor father because they decide they'd rather be daddy's bros. Anything goes. If driving fast cars you like, or low bars you like, if free winds you like, if fair limbs you like, stay west you like, or be undressed tonight, nobody will oppose. And though I'm not a great romancer, I know that I'm bound to answer when you propose. Anything goes.
and you told the South, the South, oh, the South, oh, the South was doing the bad against join the party on behalf of folks who get it be number one. Get it be number one.
The news said that he refused to use our company. The company's stock has gone up, but one that is down. Nearly 10%.
Congratulations to you. Celebrate the day you get to cross another way.
Snake Eyes.
You know, you break your back to cheat and steal and kill, and you wonder if it's worth it. And then something like this happens. Must be worth it.
And I just saw Hope. She's all broken up.
Oh,
Oh, a tough guy, huh? Suppose I told you she wants to marry you.
you're kidding. Did she say that?
No! Come on, Billy. You know she's crazy about you. She wants to marry you, but she hasn't got the guts to say so.
What's going on here? This looks like a funeral. It's supposed to be a party. Let's celebrate. Let's go somewhere and dance about. We're all set for the round. Come on, let's step out. People say times are hot. I'm beginning to feel it not. Please don't leave us in doubt. Come on, let's step out. Life's the more when you simply jog on and never show your pep. I'm convinced that I'm getting doggone tired watching my step. So let's run wild, let's be cool, let's go crazy and break the rules. All in line we shall, come on, let's step out. Life's a bore when you simply jog on and never show your pep. I'm convinced that I'm getting doggone tired watching my step. Let's go crazy and break the rules. All in line we shout, come on, let's step out.
No, please, no more autographs.
Oh, Mr. Johnson, are you comfortable in your quarters?
Well, it's only 2 staterooms and a bath, but it'll have to do.
If there's anything else, just let me know.
There is one thing. I was wondering if I could prevail on you to at least start the moon from the brig.
But really, he was carrying a machine gun.
That was mine. He took it from me,
Did he try to reform you?
and he nearly made it. Turn him loose, won't you, Captain? As a personal favor to me.
Well, I have a good talk with him first. He's a very strange sort of clergyman.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him in action.
I'll go down and see him now.
How would you like to give us a little talk on the trails you've known, Mr. Johnson? Well, why do they call you Snake Eyes, Mr. Johnson?
Cut it out.
I'm worried about you, Billy.
You can call me Snake Eyes.
Billy, do you realize the trouble you could get into?
I haven't had so much fun since I was a kid.
Masquerading around as one of the worst criminals who have ever lived?
Okay. I'll make them lay off the hero worship. I won't have any more to do with
Do
it.
you mean it, Billy?
I promise.
Oh, Mr. Johnson! We're waiting for you.
You go ahead without me.
We can't. You can crown this upper berth.
But I was just explaining to Miss Hardcore that...
You know as well as I do. Kathy is not a honeymoon cottage maid.
Evelyn?
Oh, well. Have you taken a look at the moon?
No, I haven't.
Well, you should really take a look at it sometime. Oh, it's most inspiring.
I see you found your sea legs.
What's wrong with my legs?
Well, I'm sure she meant no offense.
Listen, Evie, if things work out, would you want to...
Do you mean become engaged? Married?
Well, that could be for starters.
Well, I had never quite pictured you as a one-man type.
Neither had I until now.
But at least 20 men a year must propose to you.
And not one of them stirs my pulse. I like a man with class, dignity, and savoir-faire. It's getting late, and while I wait, my poor heart aches on. Why keep the brakes on? Let's misbehave. I feel quite sure on board the boat would be attractive. While we're still active, let's misbehave. You know my heart is true, and you say you only care. Somebody might suspect, but what the heck do we care? They say that spring means just one thing to little lovers. We're not our birds. Let's misbehave.
We're all alone, chaperone, can't get on number. The world's its lover, let's misbehave. There's something wild about your style, it's still good day. Let's be outrageous, let's misbehave. When that someone is past, you wouldn't stand for you couldn't care although you turned out to they say that there's a lover. We're really mammals. Let's misbehave. Let's misbehave.
Miss Sweeney's service will do you good, Eli. You need to reform your ways.
What's the matter with my ways?
You proposed to a sailor?
I'm a lonely man, Evangeline.
Spike, come here. Hey, you look like a million.
Well, thanks, boys. I'm touched. Oh, that's just an expression. Evelyn, I really don't feel up to this. I want to go back to my cabin.
Don't be silly now, Hope.
Oh, Miss Sweeney, I've been looking for you. We'd like you to handle the service.
Which one, the Army or Navy?
No, the religious service. You'll have the assistance of Dr. Moon. I've agreed to Mr. Johnson's plea.
What's the idea of all these people? This isn't a lynching, is it?
Dr. Moon, Mr. Johnson has been telling me what you've been doing for him.
How much did he tell you?
Listen, Doc, you're gonna reform me. You're gonna take care of the service.
It's a cinch, Mooney. Just follow me.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the Estes Americana is proud to present the world's most sensuous sermonizer, her high-stepping holiness, Miss Reno Sweeney.
Brethren,
Brethren, and sisterin, friends, relatives, we've gathered here today to reform Snake Eyes Johnson, who stands before us a repentant sinner. Hallelujah! Not bad. Look at this poor sinner who stands beside me at war with his conscience, unable to find peace. And I ask you, do we want war? No! Do we want peace? No! What do we want?
salvation! There's only one way to fight the devil, and that's out in the open. There's only one way, and that's to confess your sins. Who will be the first to stand up and say, I'm a sinner?
Well, I just cursed the sex appeal. That's always been my problem.
She's not confessing, she's advertising. Come on, get busy. Go give us a real confession. You can tell me I know what sin is because I have been a sinner.
Oh, well, may I say a word?
Speak up, brother.
Well, you see, when I was in China some years ago, there was this little Chinese girl named Plum Blossom, of whom I became rather fond. And, well, eventually, we had an unpremeditated romp in the rice.
I was worried about you, brother, but I feel much better now.
It's your turn now, Mr. Johnson. After all, this is all being done for you.
Yes, Mr. Johnson, they want a confession, so why don't you just give them a real one? Please?
I'll give you a confession. But there's one confession I haven't heard tonight. I haven't heard one person confess that they're ashamed to know public enemy number one. You're all proud to know me, but why? Because I'm a celebrity. Well, I'm not public enemy number one.
Oh?
I'm not Snake Eyes Johnson.
Oh?
The name's Billy Crocker.
Billy Crocker!
Broken down stockbroker.
Fools and tossing the brig.
Billy!
They're under arrest.
What for?
For stealing a first-class ticket and passport.
Well, wait a minute. Well, if you want a real public enemy to idolize, I just happen to be Moonface Martin, public enemy number 13.
Then you're going to the brig with him.
There's something wrong here.
There's a lesson for you sinners. Search your hearts, sign up with Satan, and tune in with heaven. Where will you stand on that day of glory? You hear that playing?
Yes, I hear that playing.
Do you know who's playing?
No, who is that playing?
Why, it's Gabriel, Gabriel playing, Gabriel, Gabriel playing. Will you be ready to go?
card, any card. All right, I'll pick one for you. Now look at it. All right, I'll look at it for you. Now don't tell me what it is.
I wonder what time it is.
I got a half past.
Half past what?
I don't know, I lost a little hand. What day is it?
It's Friday.
It is?
Yeah, and while you're up, take a good look at the Statue of Liberty. That's all you get to see of it, you know.
Oh, is that what that is? Looks like Herbert Hoover in a dress.
Doc, please cut the travel log.
Well, I'm just trying to keep your mind on something pleasant. I know you're thinking about her.
Yeah!
Look, it's Bonnie.
Look, boys, I gotta tell first. I got a couple sailors waiting for me up on the deck.
What's going on? Have you seen Hope?
Oh, yeah, and let me tell you, kiddo, you're well rid of that grin. All she does is whine and cry and sit around looking like Garbo and Camille.
Did she say anything about me?
Nope, but she sent you this note. Oh, by the way, Mooney, a new list of public enemies just came out. You've been passed by tooth decay.
Bonnie, what are they going to do with us?
Well, I'm not gonna let you out. They're sending you right back.
Do you think you can get Hope down here? I gotta talk to her alone.
All right, kiddo, I'll see what I can do.
5 days in this terrible job. It's any wonder I haven't gone out of my mind.
Well, this isn't that bad. Have you ever been to the jail in Cicero? Well, I don't mean the new one. I mean the old one. I've been through a lot of Who Scouts, but down in Arkansas, they got the nicest little jail I ever saw.
Doc, please.
Billy?
Hope!
What are they gonna do with you?
They're sending us back to America, but I'm on the first boat back to England.
Oh, Billy.
Hope, you can't marry Evelyn. You're in love with me.
Well, that's what I came here to tell you. Mother has asked the captain to perform the ceremony aboard the ship.
What am I supposed to say? Thanks. It's been swell. See you around. Oh, through the night.
to you all through the
All I know, Billy, is that I do love you.
Oh, wait. Doc, she loves me!
That's nice.
I've got to find a way to bust up that marriage.
Well, how are you gonna get out of here?
You two, in here inside, on your knees.
Hey, there ain't no room for four in here.
These two will be out in a couple hours. Then it's another third class in a craps game.
Wow, you boys have done pretty well with yourselves. Welcome, friends.
They're getting out in a couple of hours. Would you gentlemen mind standing up? Mine fits, try yours.
Well, the coat's gonna fit, but I think the pants are gonna choke me. I've got an idea. You boys wanna play a little poker?
No money.
Oh, you don't need money. Instead of money, you bet something you're wearing. It's called strict poker. Come on, say it. Do you boys know how to play draw?
We say it draws anywhere.
Good, we'll play stud. Now, I'm gonna shuffle the cards thoroughly. Now, I'm gonna deal 2 at a time so that nobody can see what they are. Oh, we're fine here, thanks. All right, Billy, you're high. What do you bet?
I bet a coat.
Do you stay coat?
I stay cold.
Do you stay coat? I stay coat. We all stay coat. Now, I'm gonna continue dealing until you get 2 of a kind, or 3 of a kind, or 4 of a pair, or 5 of a kind, or 5 of a kind. You're high. What do you bet?
I bet pants.
Do you call pants?
I call pants.
Do you call pants?
I call pants.
Calling all pants. Calling all pants.
That's it, honey. Land of kings, queens, and knights. And oh, those English knights.
Well, how about the men? Will they go for us?
Why not? We did all right in New York, didn't we?
New York.
The more I travel across the gravel, the more I sail the sea, the more I feel convinced of the fact New York's the town for me. Its crazy skyline is right in my line, and when I'm far away, I'm able to bear it for several hours, and then I break down and say,
Say it, Reno.
okay. Take me back to Manhattan. Take me back to New York. I'm just longing to be once more my little home on the 100th floor. Can you wonder I'm gloomy? Can you smile when I frown? I miss the east side, the west side, the north side, and the south side. So take me back up for those English gentlemen.
Well, aren't you coming with us?
In a minute, I'm about to make my first attack on England.
Reno, might I see you for a moment?
Play your cards right and it could be forever.
Well, that's the thing, you see. I'm about to be married shortly.
Not to Hope.
I'm afraid so.
But I thought she and Billy
Well,
were...
I thought so too. And in fact, I was quite upset by it all at first. Then I met you and I wasn't upset in the least. Oh, it seemed so provident somehow. Hope and Billy, you and I.
And now?
Now it seems that Hope doesn't love Billy. She loves me.
How can you tell?
Just today, Miss Hawkins informed me that she wants to have the wedding right here on shipboard.
Jilt her!
Well, I can't, Reno. I'm committed. And besides, it would scarcely be the gentlemanly thing to do.
Forget being a gentleman. I love you, Evie.
But I couldn't live with myself, and you would despise me also.
Respect never kept a girl warm on a cold night. Listen, Evie. You do love me, don't you? I want to know before I go ahead and make the wrong decision.
Yes, I'm afraid I do have hot pants for you.
Not exactly the same thing, but it'll do. Listen, Evie, when you hear the captain say, "Speak now, forever hold your peace," you may hear a familiar voice.
Reno,
That's the name that goes with the familiar voice.
will I ever see you again?
Sooner than you think.
Really?
Evelyn, I've been looking for you. Hope is just about ready. Now, Captain, are you sure you can handle the ceremony?
It'll be my first go at one, but it shouldn't be too difficult. I've done plenty of funerals.
Evelyn, are you just about ready?
I suppose so, Mother.
Then I'll go fetch the blushing bride. Don't run away now.
Sir Evelyn, let's begin. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here over the bodies of... We are gathered here to bring together this man and this woman in the bonds of matrimony.
Stop! Stop work!
What's this?
We have come long way, traveled far to have tea talk with English gentlemen.
Oh, well, I'm afraid if you've come in reference to my Hong Kong interest, but you've chosen quite a bad time. I'm about to be married.
So sorry, no can marry today.
No, no man!
Why can he be no married?
If lady with all paint up face will hold unruly tongue,
I say, what's going on here?
It appears you're trying to break up your marriage.
I say, it's a marvelous idea. Oh, what?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
I have honor to introduce Wu-Tang Moon, his father to little Plum Blossom.
Plum Blossom?
Plum Blossom. And who is Plum Blossom?
This is Plum Blossom. Little Chinese Cinderella until Sir Evelyn turned her into little Chinese tramp.
What?
Sir Evelyn take her to a rice paddy and bring back plum tart.
Evelyn, is this true?
Well, you know, it was just the old Oakley curiosity.
Why, I guess Hope he was just sowing his wild oats.
So sorry, not so wild oats in China. So we wild rice. All the same, no good. Pretty soon, by and by, along come little orange blossom. Rock my baby, move and hum.
I'm afraid that under the circumstances, I just can't marry Miss Harcourt.
Nonsense, Evelyn. All these people want is money.
Do not insult us with your offer of your filthy money.
Well, I'll give you $2,000.
Rich man cannot buy Chinese honor.
Well, I'll make it 5,000 then.
Chinese honor sold!
No, Evelyn, no amount of money can settle this great wrong. And you, sir, you're a friend of little Plum Blossom?
Very close relative.
Well, then the only way to settle this debt is for you to offer him me.
Oh, well, marvelous idea.
Oh, no.
Offer accepted. Chinese honor said.
What about the 5,000?
Oh, well, congratulations, old boy. You're getting quite a girl.
Why not English gentlemen, right round down to Plum Blossom? Join the club, kiddo.
Join the club. Oh, dear me. Plum Blossom. Reno, confound it. Reno, will you marry me?
You bet your sweet ass, cop.
Well, you can tell the captain for me, he runs a very loose ship.
Boss,
What are you doing here?
well, how was your trip?
It was awful. I lost my glasses. I've been blind for 5 days.
So I've heard. I just flew over to tell you that I landed 2 new accounts.
the Oakley interest, and the Harcourt account. And now that you can see again, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Evangeline Harcourt.
Madame, may I tempt you to a drink?
Sir, liquor has never touched my lips.
You know a shortcut?
We've got a radiogram from Washington.
Moonface Martin, not wanted, totally harmless, wouldn't hurt a flea.
No, I've never been so insulted in my life. It's un-American, Bonnie. I'm not even public enemy number 13 anymore.
That doesn't sound to me, Romy.
I say, Reno, shall we practice misbehaving?
I always say practice makes perfect.
Where did you say you were staying in London, Mr. Whitney?
Dear lady, wherever you are.
Oh, Chicky, my baby, where have you been?
Found him in the swimming pool.
What was he doing in the swimming pool?
Come on, Captain, let's get on. You've got some ways to perform.
You're the top!
You're the Colosseum.
You're the top!
You're the Blue Museum. You're the mouse.
By Strauss.
You're up in nobody!
It's the son of your Mickey Mouse.
And though I'm not a great romancer, I know that I'm bound to have